Now, before you freak out, just hear me out.
Okay.
All right, I know you're always avoiding this subject, but I've been thinking about...
Speak already.
When do we hope to make a baby?
We? Baby? T!
Yes, when are we gonna have a baby? Our baby.
No. This is definitely reverse psychology. I remember vividly the day we had this conversation and we agreed to wait 2 years.
We? I remember you forcing that down on me. We didn't agree on anything.
Jeez, T, we just got married like yesterday. They ruined everything, and I'm just still finding my footing, and just schools are so expensive these days, and society ills, and what is so funny?
I'm sorry. It's just interesting watching you panic. Babe, you'd be fine.
I am not fit to be a mother. I'm just now learning to be a proper wife, and now you want to bring this up in there?
I got you something. Pregnancy for dummies.
Pregnancy for dummies? What? Here, take it on my face.
Will you ever be ready to have kids? I mean, what if in 2 or 3 years you're still panicking? I just need you to embrace the thought, that's all.
You know the scariest part about kids? When they become teenagers. I can't do it, okay? And the labor pain. Do you know that some women actually die from childbirth?
Well, my mother didn't die from childbirth, and neither did yours. Anyway, one of my clients is having a get-together for her daughter. She's turning 8. You're going. It's about time you get over this phobia for children you have.
Are you even listening to a word I'm saying?
Babe, my mom told me that she wasn't ready to have me when she did, which means that you might get pregnant when you haven't planned to, so you just need to start embracing it.
No. This is a dream. This is definitely a dream.
What if you're pregnant right now? With twins, no, triplets. You know, my mom's sister had quadruplets. It's in the genes. Wouldn't that be so amazing? What? What is it?
I just had this terrible nightmare.
And
you were talking babies and pregnancy and motherhood. And then you got me this ebook and I just started panicking. You actually sounded like you were ready for kids and all.
I've been thinking about it.
What?
You know, you need to get over this whole motherhood phobia of yours, huh?
You traitor!
Traitor?
Yes!
But how?
We agreed not to think about kids until after 2 years.
Oh, we agreed not to have kids until after 2 years. I'm still allowed to think about them.
Well, when you think them, you have them. Don't you hear that like all the time? And why are you even thinking about them? That is bad omen. I could get pregnant by mistake.
You need to calm down. Look, Dede, you need to ease into the process, huh? I was on the internet yesterday, and I downloaded something that I think will be able to help.
Oh no! The book! Stay away from me.
Dede, I've never seen anything that freaks you out like babies and kids.
You know what? I'm gonna go take a shower and forget we had this conversation, okay? I forgive you. Goodbye.
Hey.
9. About the baby. Let's begin by reminding ourselves that these two have been married for 6 months. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 months. And they're talking about babies. He is 27 and she is 23. What on God's green earth is the cause of this rush? Dede is deathly afraid of the whole thing. So afraid she's having nightmares. T, on the other hand, is all about them getting kids. He even gets her a pregnancy for dummies book. And it's not just T, even her best friend Kerry keeps putting on the pressure about her getting over her phobia and having kids. None of them asks what exactly she's afraid of. They know she's afraid, but they don't care why. They just assume it's irrational and serious, Dede drama. We're shown multiple times throughout the series that nobody takes Dede seriously. It's in the way they make fun of her, dismissing her as dramatic, and in this instance, invalidating her concerns about having children. Can you even consider it invalidating if no one so much as engages with it before dismissing it? They just don't take her seriously, but we will. First of all, the deal was to wait 2 years before having a baby, or wait 2 years before they even start talks about having a baby. They argue about it. She says it was wait 2 years before they even start talking about it. He says it was wait 2 years before having a baby. I believe her. Either way, regardless of who is giving an accurate account of events, 6 months is way too early to be asking Dede about kids. She's right to be panicked, and she's right in feeling pressured. Second, in the nightmare, we find out some of the things Dede is afraid of regarding pregnancy. She says, 1, kids ruin everything. 2, she's still finding her footing. 3, schools are so expensive these days. And 4, societal ills and the way the world is fucked. Right? What does T say in response to this list? Quote, "It's just interesting watching you panic." 5, she says she's not fit to be a mother. She's just learning how to be a wife, and having to learn to become a mother as well will be too much all at once. He shushes her and gives her a pregnancy for Dummies book instead of asking why she feels, why she thinks she wouldn't be a good mom. 6, she talks about labor pains and how some women die from childbirth. His response? Well, his mother didn't die, and neither did hers. I wanted to scream. I still want to scream. First of all, I think the reason that the show chose to show us her reasons, the reasons, behind her fear in the nightmare, is so that they wouldn't have to engage with them. Because these are extremely valid concerns. Valid concerns that the show plays for laughs and T just ignores. She says kids ruin everything. Children will change everything in your life. Also, pregnancy is an extremely dangerous time for women. It is when most abuse begins or escalates. She says they're expensive. Children are expensive, and this should matter to women because the burden of child rearing falls on women. A man can just up and leave, and now you have a child to take care of. This is why women and children form majority of the world's poor. This is a valid concern for an unemployed woman to have. Can I support this child if you decide to pull a fast one on me? She talks about the state of society and the world. We're living through multiple genocides. Fascism and authoritarianism are on the rise globally, and we haven't even talked about the looming climate catastrophe. Future generations will inherit a volatile world that is far more difficult to live in. Do you really want to bring a child into this? That cannot be a casual decision you make on a whim just because a nigga you're with wants kids. Fuck that. Let him make those kids himself if he's so committed to the whole endeavor. She talks about labor pain and maternal mortality. Pregnancy alters women's bodies, their minds, their lives, sometimes permanently. The horror stories about what pregnancy can do to you abound on the internet. Shout out to all those women talking about things older women didn't talk about. Pregnancy is not a joke. It's not to be taken lightly. And she's right to be concerned about the pain, her health, and her life, damn it. He's not putting his body through anything. The guy who does the 3-minute pump job doesn't get to weigh in on a process that takes months, changes your body, and risks taking your life. Until you're also taking these huge risks, go to that corner, sit down, and shut the fuck up. Giving me a pregnancy for dummies? You're so lucky it's an ebook. Otherwise, I'd throw it at your stupid mug. Fucking asshole. I'm not even joking. I'd dump him. I'm raising concerns that you refuse to engage with. Instead, just powering forward because it's what you want. I'm making all the sacrifices, and you don't even bother to try and understand where I'm coming from? This is existential. Women die. And you're just like, everything is fine. Let's do it. You know what? Fuck you. I would never be with a nigga that don't care about me, my goddamn life, and my concerns. They're so lucky they made that part where he makes jokes about triplets running in his family part of the nightmare. Because I'd have dumped him on that alone. Go make divorce jokes on the dating apps now that you think you're so funny. Stupid bitch. I also would have dumped him with the quickness about that birthday party he set her up to go for, knowing he wasn't going to be there and she's not a big fan of kids. Imagine you're not going to Pangami. Hey, Missy Pangwingwi, where do you get off planning my time and assuring some random woman I'll be at her kid's thing? Dumped.